Hi Pisces, thank you for joining me. We're doing a love reading today. So it's a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. I'm going to start with a couple of oracle cards. This is the romance oracle. No, it's not, it's the lover's oracle. Wake up, Charlotte. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Maybe you're all loved up and not on this planet. I'm going to blame you for my messing up. And the love truth oracle then, let's see. I often find these are from a past person, but maybe not. You might have abandoned me. I always think with this is one of those people who's left because they thought you would leave them. So that might relate to somebody in the past or somebody you're connecting with at the moment. I would definitely suggest that that is a person who has quite a lot of insecurities. So I'm going to take a look at your energy, the person connecting with you, and what that mutual connection looks like when it comes to love. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. I have the Queen of Pentacles as the overall energy for the reading. What I suspect from this is that somebody has recently possibly let you down, not committed to you. You might have been dealing with a player. Somebody just, not ready to commit. And I do feel that the pain was caused there. They might have just upped and left you, actually. Just like 1 minute there, next minute they're gone. And what I do suspect is the twin flame is yet to come in. Because the last card I have is the one suggesting new love. I don't feel like it's a new beginning in love, because I think what something, the last relationship you had, I don't know that it ended badly, but it won't have felt great. Let me go in and clarify a few of these cards then. So for you, it does, I just kind of feel like you might have felt quite abandoned, lonely as a result of this relationship breaking down. I feel like this person's just basically taking care of their own needs and moved away. Oh, how interesting. If you left this person, no, I don't know. So I'm getting two scenarios. One, this person just upped and left, almost ghosted you off the way. For some of you, I feel you made the decision to leave them. I think you probably saw them for what they were, a bit of a player. I'm not going to keep giving into this, where at one time you probably thought, I can give a little more to this, this means something to me. You have then been guided away from this person. The Eight of Cups represents, moving away from something that no longer serves us. The next card to follow is a Nine of Cups, which has come out. That's a wish fulfillment. That's emotional fulfillment. And also with that is a Sun. It's almost like, for some of you, you were guided away from this person. I don't know how serious this relationship had got, because I somehow feel that this might have left you in a financially difficult position, but I do suspect that you've been supported by family, helped with that a little bit. And it feels like, as bad as that might have felt, a position for you to be in that moment in time, that was all a blessing in disguise. Let me look at this connecting energy. I'm not sure that this is the person, who you've broken up with, to be fair. I think this is the new one coming in. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to give myself a full picture and then I'm going to talk you through it. Okay, so the new person that's coming in, I think you already know them. And I think they're aware of what you've been through just recently. Now, I suspect they just want to come in and support you. And interestingly enough, your overall energy, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. They're showing up as the King of Pentacles. Now, this person kind of might have been somebody that you overlooked, I think. And you may still overlook for a little while. Because I don't think it's going to be completely obvious to you at the start how aligned you both are, really, and quite alike. They might also, I don't know, it might be one of them where you think, oh, are they a bit boring? Are they a bit boring? Dependable, but boring. It's weird, it's really, really weird. And they're probably quite an introvert. Now, I'm not saying that for you, I suspect you're the complete opposite. There's just something about this person, but it's almost once you recognise this feeling, you're going to be in awe of them, actually. That's how it feels. They are maybe going to take their time in coming in because I think they know that they need to allow you some time to heal from the past relationship and they don't want to come in too heavy. And actually, this is probably not their style, actually. They probably will just let things move along quite slowly. I know it says passion ignites, and I think it naturally will when you guys are putting the right setting together, but I don't know how well they will orchestrate that happening, if that makes sense. So for the connection that it's showing me is, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of both here because I've got the pain, the 8 of Cups again, and the 5 of Cups. This is your sense of loss. This is just, and almost, you know, it might have left you feeling like I need to quit when it comes to love now. There was potentially a third party situation. Maybe that's what came to light. And I'd like to think if that was the point, then you would have left them. I'd like to think that you had the strength to do that and realised your worth. But for the new love, I've got the Empress and the Moon. I'm getting a really, really shy person. As though they would feel embarrassed somewhat telling you what they see, you know, how they see you and how they feel about you. It's quite sweet. Oh. So for the Queen of Pentacles, I've got the Strength card, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups. What this tells me, and what I'm going to say, you know, the Queen of Pentacles takes care of her world and the people in it, and I think the people who kind of deserve that. She's nurturing, she's giving, she's hard working. I feel like some of this absolutely needs to come back to you. I think that the universe is probably asking that you give yourself a little bit of self-care at the moment as well, and kind of put everything in its rightful place for you. And what I mean by that is, you know, if the breakdown of this relationship left things a little bit messy, get everything in order before you feel, you know, no, I think that will happen before you consider letting love back in. I do still feel like, you know, you're on this healing journey, you're dealing with this. You are dealing with what's happened in the past, and you will conquer that, really. This is not something that's going to get the best of you, and you have absolutely been guided to be on this path. You're supposed to be on this journey for a reason, and you were supposed to learn from that. So, you know, as difficult as it might be, I think that is definitely going to set you up better for the future, and the person you're going to encounter next, and I do still suspect that you know them, is definitely going to be more aligned with your values, your morals, your beliefs, your life's goals. I think they're just going to slot in there really, really nicely where that last person absolutely wouldn't have done. So I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.